about those motherfucking birds, baby? Huh? Listen to me. Listen. I'm not that pumped up because we beat a bum team. You know what I'm saying? We should have lost this game, though, but I get right down to it. The reason I'm pumped up is because you can't bash and you can't trash Wentz this whole week. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. In a must-win game, he started playing bad. Oh, let me get right to this. Salute. Jeez, let's get right down to it. I was going to drink this anyway, so I might as well do it on camera. Let's go. It's like a fireball, vodka, some cinnamon bullshit. Woo! Oh, Lord, save me. That's tasty, baby. Listen, let's get right down to it, though. All right? So we go into this game. My whole time, I was actually worried about versing Eli Manning for the first time in his entire career. I was scared of versing him. I was scared. First time in his whole career. I said, listen, this is going to be his farewell tour. This is going to be his game to end our season, for the guy to go out on top against a team that was his kryptonite his whole career. I was like, this is the moment. Eli's going to do a Monday Night Football, prove to the whole NFL he can still play the game. And we all expected that. And early on, that's exactly what he did. And, of course, Peyton Manning's in the house. Every play that was good or bad, they showed his face. And at one point, I know he was watching it going, damn. You know, like, hold on. And at one point, he was like, damn, get me off the screen. I don't want to be on the screen anymore. But I thought this was Peyton Manning's farewell tour. I thought this was like his big moment on Monday Night Football. Yeah, we versed the Giants again at the last game of the season, but whatever. This was the one, I thought, okay? So we go into it, and it was just bad. It was just miserable. It was terrible. I'm watching the game, and I'm saying to myself, like, I wish this season could just end right now. I want it over. And you guys understand, I'm not this hyped because we beat the Giants, because they're a terrible team. They're bad. We'll probably lose next week to the Redskins. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, the feeling I was feeling as watching this game, I'm at work watching the first half. I watch the second half at home. I'm at work watching this, and I'm like, this is just painful. This is just dreadful. This is just terrible to watch. Whether it was a negative play on offense, it was a player getting hurt. First, Alshon Jeffrey gets hurt. Now, we go into this game with only 3 active wide receivers. Paul Turner, who's a practice squad wide receiver, used to play quarterback in college, converted to wide receiver, practice squad guy. He's our number 3. Number 2 is J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who's a second-round pick, who's been underperforming as a second-round pick. Our first wide receiver is Alshon Jeffrey. And then tight ends is Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, of course. Alshon Jeffrey goes down. So I say, okay, going into this week, Doug already knew that there was a possibility that Nelson Aguilar wasn't going to play this game. Nelson Aguilar was a bum anyway, but still, he already knew he wasn't going to play this game. Why not promote someone up, or why not pick someone up? Honestly. So we go into it with just these 3 active receivers, that's it. So I think there's one more, and that was Joshua Perkins, who's a tight end. So once Alshon goes down, what happens? You convert JJ to your number 1, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, Paul Turner to your number 2, and number 3, not Paul Turner, what the hell am I talking about? Greg Ward. I keep calling Paul Turner. I keep thinking about 2016, the practice squad guy, whatever. Greg Ward, your number 2, and your number 3 is basically Joshua Perkins, a third-string tight end. Yeah, that's your wide receiver. So basically 3 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. And Wentz is playing, with that. And then the next thing you know, Lane Johnson goes down. And you go, wow. I didn't think we were going to score another point. After we're down 17-3 and Lane Johnson got hurt, I was like, we're not scoring another point in this game. Lane Johnson is a tipping point of this offense and this whole entire team, it seems like. Every time he's been hurt or out, the team has done bad. And I said, I don't give a damn how bad this Giants team is. Even with Lane Johnson in, their defense has been getting after Wentz. Our offensive line was bad. I mean, they were just getting after him. Boom, 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 blowing them up. The announcers are trashing Doug. They're trashing Wentz, everything. And I'm like, man, you know what? And Wentz started playing solid. I'm like, all right, whatever. Next thing you know, Wentz was playing bad. Next thing you know, he started playing solid. And he does it in a pouring-ass rain with 2 gloves on. Now, if you guys know, if you ever played quarterback or ever passed a football, that if you're not used to throwing with 2 gloves on, like Teddy Bridgewater or Peyton Manning did after he lost grips in his fingers, so he had to use it in his later years of his career, it's hard to throw with 2 gloves on your on your hands. It is. The grip's different. Everything's different. So he's trying to do that. He's throwing the nobodies. Boston Scott, next thing you know, is the running back because Miles Sanders gets injured or whatever the hell happened. He had cramps. And somehow, what was chicken shit turns into chicken salad. And Wentz somehow proves to the doubters, even though it's against a bad team. I get it, the bad team, blah, blah, blah. He goes out there and says, you know what? This is my limited weapons. This is what I'm going to do. And he just starts lighting it up. Hits Boston Scott. Boom, 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 boom. You know, he started the first half off with 97 yards. Second half, 260-something yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. And to do that with a guy who used to be a quarterback in college, converted to wide receiver, as your number 1, basically, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who's been underperforming rookie, and then to have Joshua Perkins, who's a 3rd-string tight end, play at wide receiver, and you to somehow get that to go, and of course Zach Ertz catches the touchdown, and then the clutch touchdown again to win the game. It was just a beautiful moment in terms of everything that was on the line, in terms of all the trash talking that's been on the radio, whether it be in terms of Wentz or the team or Doug and everyone, like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And he does it out there with literally nobody. If Wentz would at least had Darius Slayton and Golden Tate on his side and Saquon Barkley, imagine how many points would have been put up. And that's no disrespect to Eli, or, you know, he's done. And, you know, our defense was playing good against him like they always do. But to get this win like that, it was awesome. But on to the Redskins. We'll probably lose that game, but we'll see what happens. But it was just, you know, to have this guy, this is basically a preseason squad, preseason team out there. Besides the offensive line, well, minus Lane Johnson, Big V, he's preseason basically, and whoever else. It was preseason players basically out there, and Wentz made something happen. I was surprised. I was shocked myself. Honestly, I was. Let's go Birds. Flag was fly. On to the next.